I wanted to kick out a quick video to raise awareness about an awesome first-person shooter that released its first offline demo. I'll also share a few tips that helped smooth out my own experience while playing. Hey there folks, Wrel here. In the background you'll see some footage of me probably dying repeatedly in the Out of Action offline demo, available now on Steam for free. If you followed me or the PlanetSide 2 scene for a long time, you may already know the game's creator due to the amazing armor, weapons, and art he did for the game. Doku is a solo developer working on this passion project, and like anything Doku does, there's a high attention to detail and aesthetic. You can see in the background footage as well as all the clips that he's been sharing on Twitter, it looks outstanding already. Out of Action is a dystopian cyberpunk first-person shooter with highly customizable loadout combinations. It's definitely got some Blacklight Retribution vibes, mixed with Dystopia mod, mixed with Specialists mod, and if you're old enough to remember any of those games, good, we could feel old together. I want to stress that everything here is a work in progress. The UI is explicitly for the demo. The weapons and attachments and devices are all going to be part of the progression loop when the final game lands, and I'm sure plenty will change from here to there before launch. That being said, when I first dropped into the game, things felt really rough going. I felt super disoriented. It took me a little bit to get used to the inertia behind the movement and weapons, and most importantly, the keys were very, very unfamiliar to me. The first thing that I would do to heighten your enjoyment of the demo is just to change the keybinds. I'll leave mine up on the screen so you can take a screenshot if you want to copy them, but like many modern shooters, there are a lot of buttons that you'll need to use. Some of those buttons take up prime real estate, like the chat key, for example, is T by default, but you can swap that over to stims and it'll be way easier to keep yourself alive. I swapped out the dedicated lean keys for your nano wire, which is what you'll use to pick up and wield dropped weapons, and my Q is my second device slot, which I tend to have set for a defensive ability. I tend to get rid of the dedicated lean keys in high mobility shooters in general, and honestly, I feel like leaning in these sorts of games tends to promote the wrong behaviors anyway, but that's probably a whole separate design discussion. I also needed to cut my sensitivity in half, which you may or may not need to do based on what your setup is, but it was wicked high for me by default. Oh, and also be sure to turn off VSync, just for good measure. After that, you're basically good. It comes down to learning what you can and can't do, learning the map, learning how the AI behaves, and trying to parse the loads of customization options, because there's a lot already, which for a demo, freaking amazing. One strategy that you can use to make your life a little bit easier is to get holed up in a corner with long sight lines, and then just make a bunch of noise. You fire your weapon, enemies will respond to you, and then you'll figure out how to start dealing with them in a little bit of a less chaotic environment. The last thing that I'll leave you with, and just let the footage run in the background, is that I found that the Hydra core with the Akimbo and Technician perks using dual pistols with incendiary ammo, so much fun. The Hydra in general is fun because if you're doing maneuvers, you regain health that can actually go past your max, which is a really cool momentum aspect that makes things super fun for me. If you found this video interesting, helpful, or entertaining, go pick up Out of Action and support Doku, who is an awesome creator, very easy to work with, and is making something that I think a lot of us are going to enjoy for quite a while. Thanks very much, folks. Wrel signing off.